No one's really told the story of how we, the ones in the background, making everyone love what you watch, how they live and what they do and why they do this.
It all started, I watched my mom and dad dance when I was a little boy.
Okay, I started when I was 3, and my first experience of dance was quite amazing. It was in an open-air pavilion in Hawaii.
I totally remember the first time I knew what I was going to do, and it was when I was 4 years old, and I saw Singing in the Rain.
As a child, I just saw magic. You know, the opening of Pippin, we've got magic to do, right? You know, I mean, that's what it was, that you could play make-believe as a job.
I've been in ballet class since I was 5. Only wanted to be a dancer. Never thought about doing anything else.
She turned on the music, and I ran around the open-air pavilion with this scarf, doing whatever I was, and it was called a dance class. So from that moment on, that was my description of dance. Dance was freedom. It was whatever I wanted it to be. It was a way for me to release my emotions.
I came out of the womb dancing, got really lucky.
You see, I got into the business because I loved to dance. And I was breaking up the furniture in my mother's house. And I was a tomboy. So, you know, so she put me in school. I had a wise mother, a wonderful mother who saw all that.
For me, it started really young. The first thing I ever saw was Michael Jackson's Thriller. I saw it when I was 2 and just flipped out on it and loved it and wanted to watch it every day.
Well, I grew up in a complete show business family. My father was an orchestra leader, and my mother was an acrobatic, comedic dancer, as was the rest of the family.
Then I came along, we're born into this family that just had this passion and love for dance. Not that anybody was really good, I think it was really about that they loved it so much.
I started at 11 years of age. I come from a place on the River Mersey. The Beatles came from there, every other group came from there.
It was late 50s, early 60s. We were living in a time where I couldn't go to ballet class, to the big ballet school.
And it was in the 60s, the 50s and 60s, which was, you know, such an energetic era.
It was the 50s, right? And it was just about time integration was beginning to happen, and a lot of schools felt that they had to have a token, as they called them in those days. But that wasn't even about them. There was something else going on in the universe. There was change happening in the universe.
And the success of them sort of drove everybody in the area to believe that they could be successful.
We couldn't go to the movies, we couldn't go to many places. The one place we could go to we could go to museums.
You know, how could this little group from Liverpool take over the world? Well, we can all do it, can't we?
We could go to the park once a year.
And so I was chosen. You know, he pointed all the kids on the block. He said, this kid.
My mother packed us up and we moved to Mexico. And there I trained with the Ballet Nacional, which was ballet and modern dance. And I went to the Bellas Artes every Sunday. And I realized that Mom was right. The universe is where we live, not just in Houston, Texas. We live in the universe. And so we have many places we can go and do what we do.